Yeah, hi guys, this is Vishal here from Trapcode. So in this video, we will understand how to implement an edit flow in case of external APIs. So let's say we are connecting to an REST API and we are fetching the data, storing it in the database, and now we want to implement the edit or update flow so that when we edit something or update something in Trapcode, the changes should get reflected in that particular data source. So in this video, we are using Zeno. So we have a Zeno account created, okay, and we have a collection called project. So there are a couple of records, okay, and now we want to implement a update or edit API, right? So this API post edit project records, okay. So what we will do, we will first create a record. We will fetch the Zeno ID in Trapcode database so that we know when we are trying to update that which particular record needs to be updated. So we'll show how it can be done. So we have already implemented a create API in the previous flow and we are storing the Zeno ID back into the database. So this is how we have done previously. So you can check our previous video for this. So we are making a post call to create a project in Zeno, name, description, status are getting post, and in response we are getting ID and created it. So this is how the Zeno API looks like. So we are sending these 3 fields and in response we are getting 5 fields. So these 2 fields we are storing in Trapcode collection in these fields, Zeno ID and Zeno created it. Now, when we are implementing the edit or update flow, we will need to pass this Zeno ID so that when we are updating in Zeno, it knows that which record it getting updated. Okay, so let's go and just create some dummy record. Okay, let's say project 6 test. Okay, something like this. So what it is doing, it is sending the data to Trapcode and then Trapcode is sending it to Zeno. Okay, so if I come here, project should be there. So it is here. Now if I go to Zeno, here you will see project 6. Okay, I'll just refresh. Project 6 is there. Now let's say I want to implement the edit flow. Okay, so let's see how that can be done. So first let's implement the edit flow in Trapcode. For that I'll create a page. A list page basically, and then from there we'll go to edit page, show the form pre-fill, then implement the update flow, and in the update flow we will make an API call to update the record in Zeno as well. Okay, so let me quickly do it. I'll add a page. Edit project. Okay, copy it from existing home page so that we don't have to build it again. I'll bind the collection because we are showing the data pre-filled. For that we need to bind the collection. Okay, reload and drop the collection form again so that the values come pre-filled. It automatically identifies the field, that which particular field is referring to which particular property in collection. Project event we will create and come back later. Okay, edit. Now let's go to the home page and drop a data table. We'll show all the data and then implement the edit flow. Okay, so I'll say data table, show data from collection, project collection, all projects, that's fine. I don't need all these things, so I'll just remove it. Description is not needed. I'm just removing some of the useless fields. Okay, now on click of this edit, we want to go to the edit page. Okay, so I'll say edit project. In path field, I'll choose the parent component collection basically from the table. That's all. So preview. Let's reload the page. This is the data, right? Now if I click edit, it should take me to the edit page with the form pre-filled. Okay, so project 6 here. Now I want to update this record in Trapcode, and at the same time I want it to be updated in Zeno also. Okay, so for that we'll create an event. The event will have 2 things: update record and then make an API call to Zeno to update in Zeno. So for that, let's first go and create an API. So we'll go to external API. We'll create external API. we'll say update record in Xeno or update project in Xeno. Okay, so now let's go and see what the documentation looks like for Xeno. So this is the project update. It's a post call project ID plus in the URL you need to pass ID, the Xeno ID. Okay, so it's a post call, so I just leave it post ID. Okay, so now this is going to be dynamic, right? It will come from the collection, right? And we have stored this Xeno ID when we have created external API. So if you go to collection, we are actually storing the Xeno ID so that when we are going to make API call to Xeno, we know which particular record in Xeno needs to be updated. Okay, so I'll go here, bind collection, which collection, project collection. Okay, default JSON, everything is good. So first we need to send 3 values which we are storing, which is let's go here, I'll close this and open this one, edit. So we need to pass 3 things: name, description, status. So I'll say name, which will come from the collection field name. Description will come from the collection field description, and status will come from the collection field status. Okay, so this is good. Now we need to pass one more dynamic value, which is the ID, like how this ID will get replaced. And this ID is stored as a Xeno ID in Trapcode collection. So I'll click this plus icon. It will show me all the fields in Trapcode collection, and we'll choose this Xeno ID, right? So I'll just click plus. Okay, so it has placed a variable, right? So this variable will basically replace it with the Xeno ID stored in Trapcode collection when making a call to Xeno. Okay, and that's all. I just say save setting. So very simple API call. We are making a post call, dynamically replacing the ID in the URL and sending the parameters as JSON, right? This is what Xeno is expecting. That's all. This is fine. Now let's go and create an event. So I'll go to my event. I'll say update project and on Xeno. Okay, so update project here as well as on Xeno. So we'll do 2 things. In the collection, we'll say update data, which is project collection. Okay, updated successfully, some error. Okay, and then we'll say at the same time send this API call to Xeno. So I'll go to external API, send data to external API, update project in Xeno. This is the API which we just created. Okay, it's a project updated in Xeno. I'll say save. So now what we are telling to this event, that update in Trapcode, make an API call and update in Xeno also. Okay, so I'll go back to my form and then just bind this event. I go to the form, and in the event I'll just bind update project on Xeno. That's all. I'll save it. I'll come here, reload this page. Okay, or I can also come from list page to this page, but yeah, does not make any difference. So now I'll just change it to project some 666 something, test 666, test 666, something like this. Okay, Xeno ID obviously we will not be sending. Okay, so ideally we should just remove it from the form because we don't want user to send Xeno ID and all, because those are something which should be there, which should not be editable by user, right? Because that is don't they don't allow it, right? So 666, 666. Okay, so let's see what the record in database as of now. So as of now, just project 6, and in Xeno it's project 6. So now this should get updated both the places. So I'll just hit the submit button. First, it will update in Trapcode, which is done and given the message. This also made an API call to Xeno. So let's go and see. First, let's see in Trapcode. So I'll go to my collection. I'll just update. So this is updated to 666. Okay. And in Xeno, it should also update to 666. Okay. Let's update again, just to test again. So I'll say project 777 777 777, something like this, and I'll say submit. Okay, so it will first update in trap code and then make a call to Zeno and update in Zeno. So updated successfully and updated in Zeno also. So let's go to trap code. Updated. I'll go to Zeno, reload, it's updated. So this is how you basically implement the edit or update flow in external APIs where you want to send dynamic parameters for that specific data source. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.